Hey guys, so it's not been that long since I've uploaded, probably a few days, but I just wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about a lot and kind of just vent a little bit. So I'm starting to think that one of my biggest problems is that I hate being alone. That sounds bad, but so for my entire life, I have felt like an outcast, like someone who, doesn't matter. And when I feel ignored, or when someone that I care about, or friend or something starts to ignore me, it literally triggers something in me that makes me want to grab onto them really, really tightly. And it can be kind of annoying for that person, because to them it looks like I'm just being clingy, like I'm being selfish and clingy, but I'm afraid of losing people. I think my biggest fear isn't, I used to say, like, I don't know, my biggest fear was like, having body dysmorphia forever. That would suck, absolutely. But my actual biggest fear would be to be alone forever, on top of having body dysmorphia. I don't deal well with being alone. I think I've developed into a bit of a codependent person. I used to be, I've always been very hesitant to get attached to people. But when I do get attached to people, it's almost like I can't live without them, and it's so unhealthy. It's so ridiculously unhealthy. It's not an okay thing. And when someone puts up like a boundary with me, it makes me think to myself, what's wrong with me? What did I do? Did I do something? Is there something wrong with me? Am I too ugly? That's the first thought that comes into my head. Second thought is usually like, am I weird? Did I do something that was weird? I have literally, like, I have no self-esteem. It just doesn't exist. It's just not there. I don't think I've ever met anyone with lower self-esteem than me. Every time something small happens, I blame myself, and I think, oh, it's because I'm ugly. Oh, it's because I'm stupid. Oh, it's because of this and that. How do you... It's hard to unlearn that when, there are people in your life who still perpetuate that, and who still treat you a certain way that is negative for you. And I'm just perpetually codependent, but also lonely. And I feel like that's a big reason why I'm not getting anywhere with people sometimes. Because I feel like I can't connect with people, but I also feel like I can't disconnect when I need to. Like, healthy boundaries are really hard for me. I feel like, I don't know, this might not be relatable to some of you, but this is kind of like an explanation of how I feel inside all the time. It feels like I'm just completely empty. Like there is just a black hole inside of me. I'm not trying to be dramatic or edgy. Like, this is just how it like feels. I feel like there's nothing in there, and I feel like I have to continue in like talking to other people, and I feel like I make my life about other people instead of myself. And I feel like I fill that void with useless things and pointless things, and I fill it with friendship. I think that, more friends will help me. I think that, a relationship is going to help me. I think that so many things will help, and it just never helps. It either makes me feel lonelier, or I screw it up somehow. I just feel like there's nothing inside of me sometimes. Like, I'm not saying that I don't feel emotions. I feel really deep emotions. Like, I care about other people. I care about my friends. It's just, I just feel like no matter how much I get, it's never enough. And it's never helping me. It's always just, it might just be my depression, like, because depression is just always undermining every good thing that happens to you. It could just be that. It could just be my depression just undermining my life and basically forcing me to feel like shit after something really good happens in my life. I don't know. My body is against me, like, wholeheartedly, like, fully. It's against me. My body dysmorphia, my bipolar disorder, just moodiness, being really, just going from being, excitable to being so just like, I want to die. just that, and one small comment can ruin my day, my week. I don't know. This doesn't really make a lot of sense, I know, the whole black hole feeling. But I felt that way for a long time. I just distract myself. Fill, my life with things that matter in the short term, but long term, it just doesn't help me. It doesn't help my self-esteem. It doesn't help my body dysmorphia. It doesn't help me get further in life. I feel I know, I feel like I'm being really dramatic right now, but it's hard to explain. It's a very hard thing for me to explain because I've never really talked about this before. I think, you know, therapy and medication can only go so far sometimes. And there has to be something else that can help with the way that I'm feeling, because it's like an underlying dread that I feel all the time. Dread for the future, dread for the past, dread for the present. Like a grim reaper or something that's living inside of me. It's bizarre. It's like watching over my life when I'm having any amount of fun and just reminding me that things are bad still. I wish I could say that, you know, that things are better lately, especially since I've been doing like more therapy and taking higher doses of my medication, but I can't really say that right now. I can't really say that anything's helping me right now, aside from one of the biggest things that's helped me is talking to people and having people that understand. It doesn't always help, but it does make me feel a little bit less alone sometimes. I apologize for my speech in this video, by the way. I have my retainer in, and I have to wear it like 20 something hours a day because it's moving 4 of my back teeth closer together so that there aren't any gaps. So I have to wear it a lot recently. I think a goal for me, a good goal for my future would be being able to be alone and be content, because a lot of why I'm always sad is because I'm alone and discontent with my life. So I feel like if I was able to be alone and to appreciate myself, I feel like maybe things would be better instead of constantly seeking out people and friends and feeling empty and disappointed when things don't turn out the way that I expect. But yeah, I guess that's all I really had to say for today. Wish my videos would be a little bit more uplifting and positive, but it's hard to put on a fake, you know, smile and things like that when you really don't feel that good. But here's to hoping that in a few days I'll feel better. Because right now, it seems like the only things that make me feel better are feeling not ugly. Like if I wake up and it just seems to be something that happens when I wake up. It's like I don't feel ugly that day, and then I feel a little bit better about myself. And having someone to talk to. Just Like I said, my happiness shouldn't be dependent on other people. But it is right now. Because I feel like people help me and give me things that I can't give myself. I really need to learn how to give those things to myself. Alright, so I guess that's the video for now. Thank you guys for watching. I might do another video in the future. Maybe I'll show off my island on Animal Crossing or something like that. Or I'll show off my walking, because I am on crutches now and I've been walking on both of my feet. My right leg, I am full weight bearing on it, and my left leg, I'm partial weight bearing. So I walk with my right, and I walk with my crutches with my left. So when I move my crutches, I put my left foot down, and then I put my right foot forward. So I lead with my right foot. And that's been really difficult. But yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.